Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to make the holiday clutch purse, and I've taken it's about 5 or 6 foot cord and I've tied it to either side of my clothing rack, and now we're just going to attach all of our cords using a lark's head knot. So you're going to find the very center point, pull it over through that loop nice and tight. So we're going to do that for all of our cords. And now we are just going to do rows of square knots. So we're going to take 2 cords, put that left one over, take the right one from behind, pull it through. That's half. Now we're going to go from the right over the center 2, behind with the left, through the loop, and up. So we're just going to start to do rows of alternating square knots until we get our desired length. So I won't take too long and I will be right back. Hey guys, so now I have gone down exactly 31 rows of the square knots, and this is where you can adjust it to make it exactly to your liking. Basically, once we fold it in half here, that is going to be the height of our clutch. So if you prefer for yours to be longer, you can keep going. If not, you can just follow along as I'm doing here. Now I'm going to take it and I'm going to take it down into a V, and then we're going to do the outer details. So for every row we go down, we're going to leave out 2 cords on each side. Okay? Okay, so now I have detached the purse so far. I've untied the ends that it was attached to, that long 5-foot cord. I just untied it, I did not cut it, okay? And now we're gonna start on the detail down here. And just to make this clear and easier for us, I'm going to take half and just move it right out of the way, just so we can absolutely focus on this side. Now to start, to make this easier, I'm just going to show you guys a little pattern thing I do. We're going to use this very far left one as our filler cord to make the pattern. So I'm going to put that right there for now. And we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to kind of place them into sections here, separate them a little bit. This one I'm just going to twist. And it's just going to make making this pattern so much easier. So there we have the next 4. And now for this very last one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's totally okay. So we're just going to put that one over there. So we're going to take our filler cord and we're going to do double hitch knots over these 4 cords. So if you've never done it before, put that one in the direction, the filler cord in the direction you want it to go. We're going to take this very first cord here, over, pull it behind and through that loop, pull it nice and tight. Not too tight though. And we're going to do that twice for every string that we use. Okay, so now that we've done 4, I'm going to take this one. I'm just going to put it right up here for now, just because we don't want to lose track of which one is our guide rope, our filler cord there. And now with these 4 that we just knotted, I'm going to make a square knot.
Okay, and I'm going to push it in there. It's okay if it curves out that way. Okay, and still that filler cord's up there and out of the way. And I'm going to take this very first one. This will be our filler cord, and I'm going to tie it over 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Okay. Okay, so we've done those 3, and now we are going to use that filler cord and take it, and we're going to close this little section up. Okay, and I'm going to keep that right out of the way again, because once more you don't want to lose that filler cord. And now for the next section, I'm going to take this one as my guide, and I'm going to tie it around this section of the 4s we put together. So we want this one to come up and around like that. Okay, so you can see how we have that one going over. And now with those 4 that we just used, we just knotted with, we're going to make another square knot here. Nice and tight, that first one, and it gives you that nice curve. Okay, now we don't want to lose this one, so once more I'm going to take that important filler cord, and I'm just going to put it right up there. And now we're going to take that first one that we were using, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, those 4 are done. We can even just move those out of the way. Now we're going to take that filler cord, pull it down, and we're going to close up this one just like we did the last one. Okay, now we're going to take that one that we just knotted, because that's still the one that's coming right through there and there, because we want to keep this pattern fluid. Now, see, this is why we sectioned them off. We're going to knot these 4 over this filler. We're just going to continue with this pattern. Take that filler cord, put it up where it's safe so it doesn't get messed up with the other ones. I'm going to take those 4. Now this filler cord, okay, now that we've come up to the last one, that does have the 5, this last section here, we're just going to do the same thing as over here, and I'll show you how we do the square knot once we get to that part. the square knot. We're going to make it like the rest, but we're going to have 3 as the filler for this one, okay? Just use those outer 2 to do the knotting. I'll take that one down for the last time. There, so this side is done. I hope you guys like this pattern. Now I'm just going to repeat the same for this side. Now that we are done both sides, I'm going to take both of these guide ropes. I'm going to keep the right as my filler, and I'm just going to use the other, the left hand side, and close these 2 together. There we go. Now from here, this is where I might be stopping, I don't know, but you can add another little row. No, let's do it. Let's add another little row down here. So yeah, I think I'm going to start right at the top. So I'll use, if you can see this, we have these ones right here where the cords are coming out. So I'm going to use the very first one from right there, that one, and I'm going to use that as my filler. And I'm just going to do one more row of the double hitch knots. Now here's an important note. Since the first time we came down using the right hand side as our guide, we're going to use the left hand side as our guide and knot onto this one just so that that center part comes out even. And there we go. So that is beautiful. So as you guys can see, I went through and I really combed it out, and then I just trimmed it up once more. You'll have to trim it 2 or 3 times to get those nice straight edges. Anyhow, now I have this knitting needle that has this big loop up here, and we're going to close the purse up. So we're going to be flipping it inside out at the end, so you want to make sure that this part with the beautiful design goes over. And this is where you want to match it up, so making sure that it is exactly even on both sides. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to find the end of this cord. Give it a little trim so I can get it through there easily. Now I'm just gonna thread the needle. And how I'm gonna do this is there we go. So I'm gonna see that one there. Now you can find those 2 loops. I'm gonna go through. And I'm going to do once more to reinforce it, and then I'm going to move to the next one. There we go. this last one, I'm just going to go back through the loop, make a loop right here. I'm going to pull it through and just pull a nice tight knot there. See? And then you can trim it down. And we're going to do the exact same for this side now and just finish closing it up.